Hello, my name is Alexander, and in today's video I'm going to talk about Valencia. But not Valencia in general, like the culture or what you can do in Valencia. We are going to focus on the different neighborhoods that you can find in Valencia. For this video, we choose 6 different locations. 2 of them are going to be the best locations that you can find in Valencia. 2 of them are going to be just good locations for living. And the last 2 neighborhoods are going to be bad locations that you should evade if you want to move on to Valencia by yourself or with your family. We're also going to talk about the prices, the average price for selling if you want to buy a property, and also we are going to tell you the average price for rent if you want to move on to Valencia and just live a normal life. So let's go. Okay guys, right now we are in Campanar. This is one of the best neighborhoods that you can find in Valencia in 2025. And you can ask me, why Alex? Because in this area you have literally everything. You have a big stadium, you have a lot of gyms, bars, restaurants, entertainment, and also this is one of the quietest places in Valencia. This is really great because this in Spain considered one of the most family neighborhoods that you can find in Valencia right now. Also, one of the big points in this area is that there are a lot of new buildings, new urbanizations. Like it's like a big zone close where you can live with your family or by your own. And this urbanization also has a little zone for kids and a swimming pool. And also has a little bit of almost everything, no, not gonna lie. So right now I'm gonna talk about the prices. So guys, let's have a little walk, come on. Okay guys, in this area as you can see, you can have just normal buildings, and if you just literally cross the road, you will have an immense urbanizations, really cool. Normally in Spain the urbanizations are made from 4 or 3 houses, and as you can see this is a completely closed zone when only can pass you, your family and the people that lives here. Really interesting, and it's really hard to see, but you have a playing zone and in the other place you have a pool. It's really hard, but if you have the possibility and the money to live in a place like this, it's really recommended. Okay guys, I think the worst point of this neighborhood is the parking. This is a really big area, a lot of people live here, a lot of people travel to see the neighborhood, so finding an apartment it's really hard. So in the majority of the cases you will find like these small places when people, like for example the black guy in my right, just stand up every day and just get people the parking. The people pay him like €1 or for example €2, and he will basically guard your place, and when you return back you just get in your car and leave. So when you find an apartment you gotta see if the apartment has parking, because if the apartment don't have parking, this is gonna be really hard for you. In the majority of the cases when you, for example, trying to find an urbanization, the parking will cost an extra €100 or even €150. This is quite much money. Okay guys, now let's talk about the prices. If you want to rent a property, the average price for rent is around €1,700. But if you want to have your own property in this area, the average price for selling is around €419,000. Yes, the prices are really high, but if you can afford it, this is gonna be the best place for living. Okay guys, right now I'm in the neighborhood called La Pechina. This is, I'm gonna say, one of the oldest neighborhoods that you can find in the entire Valencia, but it's really cool because as you can see in my right hand you can find El Rio Turia or the River Turia. This is one of the best places to relax in the entire Valencia. And also in my left you will have a really nice and beautiful sport complex where normally families, kids play football, tennis and go swimming. One thing that I want to say that La Pechina, it's not a new neighborhood. In majority of the cases you will find like old apartments or old houses, but maybe it's not like really Yamati, but you can find here everything. This neighborhood is really famous because it's located near the city center. In almost 15 minutes, or in some of the cases 10 minutes, you can just walk and you will enter the city center. Also, the prices here are quite high, because maybe in general you look around but you don't see anything special, but the apartments are really cool. Yes, the buildings are old, but the apartments itself are really cool inside. Okay guys, now let's talk about a little bit about the prices. If you want to rent an apartment right here, the average price for rent is around 1,550 euros per month. But if you want to buy yourself an apartment, this is gonna cost a lot, because in average the apartment in this area costs around 500,000 euros. Like for example the apartments of the house that are behind me. The prices are really high, so this is a really expensive zone to live in. But if you try to rent an apartment, this is a really good area. But if you want to buy, you have to think twice, because in some of the cases you will find new houses, and in some of the cases you will find really old apartments. Okay guys, we have changed the location, and right now we are in a neighborhood called Montolivete. Montolivete, it's not the best, but also not the worst neighborhood that you can find in Valencia. It has two big points. One, the location. It's near the city center, it's also near the River Turia, and it's also near the City of Science, or Ciudad de las Artes y las Ciencias. That's how Spanish people call it. And also, another great point is the prices. The prices in compared to the other neighborhood are very low. Now let's talk a little bit about the prices. In this neighborhood you can find a lot of different apartments for 1,200 euros or even 1,600 euros. But in average, the average price for rent is around 1,400 euros per month. And if you want to buy a property in this neighborhood, you will have to pay in average 30,000 euros. It's a really nice price if you compare it to the other neighborhood. And also there are different options that can cost even less than 200,000 euros. Really good. Okay guys, right now we are in the River Turia, one of the best places to relax in the entire Valencia. Behind me, they are the best neighborhood that you can find in the entire Valencia. It's called Peña Roja. It's true that it's a really small neighborhood, but you can find there literally anything. You can find bars, restaurants. You also have two big shopping centers, El Corte Inglés and El Agua. In these shopping centers you can find absolutely anything, like clothes, electronics, sports, like everything. And the next topic what I want to talk about is the prices. Obviously, this neighborhood is even better than the city center of Valencia. So as you can understand, the prices are really high. But before telling you the prices, I want to show you some of the houses and some of the urbanizations that you can find in this neighborhood. So let's go. The average price for rent a property is around 2,000 euros. And if you want to buy your own property in this area, Penya-Roja, the average price for selling is around 570,000 euros. It's a lot of money, and not gonna lie, we and our workers are building houses that can last for 200 years, 300 years, and they are so much cheaper than buying a house or a property in the city. So if you want to watch our project, you can subscribe to our channel and just watch what we can offer to you, if you are interested, obviously. Okay everyone, after me move on to the next location. The next two, by the way, are gonna be the bad location that you should avoid in Valencia. Behind me, as I can say before, you can find the two most of the biggest shopping centers that you can find in Valencia, El Aqua and El Corte Inglés. As I said before, you can find there absolutely everything, and because of these two centers, the quality of life in this neighborhood are high. Okay guys, right now we are in the neighborhood of Malvarrosa. Honestly, this is one of the worst neighborhoods that you can find right now in Valencia. It's true that it's really close to the beach, but in general this is a not recommended area because there are a lot of gypsies who smoke weed, who sell drugs, and during day or night this is a not recommended area for families or for tourists. It's true that the average price for rent is low. We are talking about 1,200 euros, and the average price for selling is around 200,000. But honestly, I would not recommend it in any case. Try to buy something here or try to live here with your family. This is one of the worst neighborhoods that you can find in Valencia, and you can find a lot way better opportunities, believe me. Okay guys, right now we are in El Cabanyal. This is one of the bad neighborhoods that I wanted to show you. If we're talking about relax, going to the beach, this is a really good neighborhood. But if you try to live here, I would not recommend it. This neighborhood has one big problem: gypsies that smoke weed, sell drugs, and this is not a really family-friendly view that I would recommend my clients to see, not gonna lie. If you ask me about the prices, they are quite high. We are talking about the average price for rent is around 1,200 euros per month. And if you want to buy a property here, you will have to spend like around 2,700 euros. This is pretty much. There are so much good neighborhoods in other places. So if you can avoid this place, I would recommend it. Okay everyone, this is the finale of the video. Right now we are out of Valencia. We are in a location called Betera. It's like a small town, 20 minutes far from Valencia, and I want to tell you about the alternative town we can propose you. For example, a lot of people don't want to live in the city, don't want to live like in Madrid or Barcelona. They want just to find a nice place when buy a house or to rent a house. We are now located in Betera. Our team is selling big houses with a plot of land. We are talking about 150 euros per square meter, or even 350 euros per square meter, depending on what you need. So this is a really good price if you want to buy your own house and live outside the city. Our team can make you your own house, the house of your dream basically. This is gonna be so much cheaper than buying a property in the city, and you can live calmly with your family. In this case we are talking about Betera, but we also have other places. And if you wanted to ask about the price for rent in this location, it's around 3,000 euros or 3,500 euros. So if you want it like an inversion for you, it's also gonna be a really good point. So if you wanted to ask us some questions, if you are really interested on buying an apartment or even making your own house, you can contact us. Just write some comments in the YouTube sections, and we're also gonna put our numbers down in this video so you can ask everything you want. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, contact us. Thank you very much.